The International Rugby Board established a laws project group to further the outcomes from the Conference on the Playing of the Game held in Auckland in early 2004. The group has worked together since early 2006, developing a set of experimental law variations, known as ELVs. The IRB Council has approved the introduction of certain ELVs for global experimentation in 2008 and 2009 from August 1st, 2008. This presentation will examine the ELVs to provide you with an understanding from a playing, coaching and referee perspective. There are 7 principal areas of the game affected by the trialled ELVs, and they include the introduction of the role of assistant referees, the defence of the maul, new offside lines for the scrum, kicking from the 22, quick throw-in, line-outs, and the designation of corner posts. The first ELV we look at relates to the appointment of assistant referees. With a revised offside line at the scrum and with the game developing in recent years, the referee requires more assistance, and this is provided in matches of a certain level where there are suitably trained match officials who can provide input. This assistance will be provided by the assistant referees, who replace touch judges and will be appointed by match organisers. There have been concerns that under current law the maul is difficult to defend, and it's often claimed that the maul is pulled to ground, which can often be very difficult to adjudicate. The Laws Project Group introduced an ELV that permitted the maul to be pulled down, provided that it's pulled down by players pulling opposition players in the maul from their shoulder to hip area only. We can now have a look at the maul ELV action. In the first clip of action, we can see the red maul legally pulled down by the blue team.
As they drive on here. Remember, you're allowed to pull the maul down. Fontaine, Rose sends it out.
The white team catch the ball at a line-out. A maul is formed, and they drive upfield with the green players legally pulling down the maul.
Take a couple of metres through the forwards. Just that little bit easier for the kicker.
Despite defending teams being able to pull mauls down, they can still be an attacking force, as we see the blue team generate a dynamic maul as they cross for a try. Another example of a try being scored from a maul, despite the attempts of defending players to pull down the maul.
It's over.
A very dynamic maul from a line-out leads to a try being scored, demonstrating that whilst pulling down the maul means it can be defended, it is also still a potent attacking force. The scrum will now have an offside line which will be 5 metres from the hindmost feet for each team in the scrum, with the current offside lines of the ball and the hindmost feet applying to the scrum half. Evidence suggests that the scrum is even more important within the game under the ELVs, as it's essential to win good ball to exploit the space created by the new offside lines. The defending team will also try to put pressure on the team with the ball at the scrum to disrupt the quality of ball, in order that the space cannot be exploited. The extra space generated by this ELV enables more attacking options for the team winning the ball at the scrum. Here we can see the ELV in action. In this example, a scrum wide out allows the blue team the time and space to look at attacking options, leading to an inside pass that opens up the defence for a try.
Evans takes it to the line.
In this example, the blue team use the space available to get over the gain line and score following 2 further phases of play.
Better engagement this time. Stannard for Gitto. The cut-out pass for Staniforth. Scragged by Mayor Bosman in the tackle, but a quick recycle. Beautiful hands from Gitto. Mitchell up from fullback. Such an elusive runner. Stannard for Gitto. Sweeping movements across field. Here's Matt Gitto! The perfect reply. So influential.
The blue number 15 attacks the space available and creates a try-scoring opportunity.
But it wasn't enough. Now Nathiwa stepping brilliantly. Issa Nathiwa. Away to Tinga. Bonus point try.
Against the Storms, yeah.
The Reds spread the ball wide quickly from a scrum and penetrate wide out to score.
Engage!
Handling errors has been the worry for the Stormers.
Accordingly, Barnes cut out Hines. Latham! Try!
The light blue team move the ball quickly into midfield, and a player hitting the line from deep goes through a gap.
Sheehan, away it goes to Beale, and nicely carving through as Ben Jacobs could go all the way. Oh, great manipulation of the Chiefs' backline defence.
It's not even half.
And finally, the red 10 runs forward into the space created by the offside line and taps the ball through a space in the flat defence line for a runner to score.
And Casey Laulala does finally get a try.
When a team plays the ball back into their own 22 by whatever means, and then a player kicks the ball directly into touch, the subsequent line-out is in line with where the kick was taken, unless there has been a tackle, ruck or maul after the ball has gone into the 22 area. Players say that kicking skills have to improve, as do counter-attacking skills. Teams also have to think of ways that they can work the ball out of the 22 and their own half. Some examples of different types of kicks can now be viewed. The ball is passed back into the 22 by the white team, and the ball is kicked directly into touch.
So the line-out will be back opposite from where he kicked it.
So that's a great little example of the new laws, Nisbo. That's exactly what has happened in rugby. Normally, control the line-out, pass it back from the half-back first.
And here we see the same kick from behind and the positioning of the ensuing line-out. The blue team passed the ball back into the 22 and it's kicked downfield going directly into touch, which means no gain in ground.
Has kicked it straight into touch. Now, under the new laws, you can't pass the ball back into your 22 and kick it straight into touch.
It's a vital mistake by Kirshner.
A blue player knocks the ball back into the 22. Another blue player gathers and passes to a teammate, who kicks the ball downfield and it goes directly into touch.
Cross kick looking for space is Wiley Human. Oh, it was taken back. Remember that. If you pass the ball into the 22, you're not allowed to kick in the full. Well, old campaigners, Wiley Human, you should know the laws.
Here the ball is passed back inside 22 metres by red and it's kicked in field. And white allows the ball to run inside 22 metres before kicking out on the full.
That's a classic example. Louis Strader wasn't looking for touch because he wasn't allowed to, but he's done so well. Danila.
On this occasion, the ball has been passed back inside 22 metres by blue. A ruck is formed so the team can kick the ball directly into touch and have a gain in ground.
The man from Peter House in Zimbabwe. Gitto.
Here the ball is taken just back into the 22 metres. A ruck forms and the team kicks the ball directly into touch, achieving a gain in ground.
Through Latham, standing inside his 22, so he can belt it out on the full, and does so.
Thank you, well done.
Well, it's a good kick by Latham, well done by the Reds.
There are a number of alterations to the line-out and line-out throw that should make it easier for players and match officials. If a team throws the ball in quickly from touch before a line-out has formed, they can throw it in straight or towards their own goal line, which provides more options in both defensive and attacking positions, and it also makes adjudication by the referees easier. Here we see some examples of quickly taken throw-ins. The first being after a red player is tackled into touch. The ball runs free, and the blue player takes a quick throw back towards his own goal line, and the receiving player kicks downfield. The yellow team kick long into touch, and the red team take a quick throw towards their own goal line and launch a counter-attack.
Good rule, that.
Doesn't have to be thrown straight. If it's not straight, it has to go backwards. And that is exactly what happened.
The grey team take a quick throw back towards their own goal line, and the receiving player kicks.
Remember, it doesn't have to be straight anymore. Fanamova hoists it high.
The light blues kick a free kick into touch, and the black team take a quick throw, which leads to a try-scoring break.
It's a throw to the Chiefs instead of any Silibadu takes it. Still going. Oh, what a try! It is 50th.
We see the same action from behind the posts.
Zigzag from the Waratahs. Who was that who came up too early? The midfielder. Bit of a dummy. Keeps on stepping. By then it's all over. Elson comes but too late. That's outstanding.
Either side can put as many players into the line-out as they wish, while the side throwing in the ball no longer decides the maximum numbers in the line-out, and the non-throwing side can decide to have less, the same, or more players in the line-out. This saves a great deal of time and effort in deciding who and who is not in the line-out. It also provides more defensive and attacking options. Under current law, there has to be a minimum of 2 players from each side in the line-out, and that continues. The receiver, often the number 9 or scrum half, has to stand 2 metres from the line-out, so the receiver is clearly identified, and there cannot then be 2 players in that position, which can occur under current law. The player who is in opposition to the player throwing in, usually the hooker, must also stand 2 metres from the line-out, which prevents him from lifting a front jumper from within the 5-metre area and providing an unfair advantage to the defending team. The current practice of pre-gripping and lifting players has been written into the experimental laws to ensure a stable platform for those jumping for the ball. We now see the line-out ELVs in operation. The red team are throwing in and decide to form the line-out with 4 players. The opposition decide to put 6 in. Red still win the ball and move the ball out and create a try-scoring opportunity.
Oh, and a strong run. This is going to be try number 2 for the Lions.
All good. No, just the line out.
We now see the same line-out from behind the posts, with the Reds' attack culminating in a try.
The ball comes and it gets popped out. All the Cheetahs players stand back thinking it's probably been knocked on, but Justin St-Jerry cuts right through and scores the try.
The yellow and black team have 5 in the line-out, whilst the opposition decide upon 7. And this has little effect on the ability to win the ball, but is much easier to adjudicate. The white team, who are throwing in, have 5 in the line-out, with the opposition deciding on 6.
McLeod, Max, Swanepoel, Strauss with a skip pass to Cheshire.
On this occasion, the team throwing in decide to have 7 in the line-out, and the other team put 6 in, as they can under current law.
Putting the pressure on Rita Tsuwan has done well to come away with it. As Morgan Newman breaks one tackle, but heavily tackled by Freddie Fonseca. He's done well to get across.
When the ELV started in early 2006, it was intended to move the corner flag posts back 2 metres from the line, consistent with all the other flag posts around the ground. It became clear that both kickers and broadcasters needed sight lines, which are currently provided by the corner flag posts. The solution was to retain the position and change the status, so that if a player with the ball or the ball touches a corner flag post, neither is deemed to be in touch in goal unless the ball is grounded on the post. This makes adjudication by match officials much easier. It means that if the ball touches the post and then goes back onto the playing area, the ball may then be played. That now covers the ELVs that will be applied globally on August the 1st, 2008. You can obtain further information and materials by going to the IRB website at www.irb.com.
Back to Van Skeltbeek. And his kicker's in touch. Might take it quickly. Yes, they do. Newby hands it off to Williams straight away. And Paul Williams straight through. And he's going to go all the way, I reckon. Williams, what a try.
So the Chiefs have a chance now to put some points on the board. Nice flat pass to Masanga, getting around Vainikolo, scores!
That is not good for ball retention.
Last thing, please, guys. Pass back into the 22.
Does Stein know that? No, once again we'll return to sender.
Take two.
That's bad play by Morné Stein.
7 blue.
Houston off the back of the scrum. This is better from the Reds. And beautiful run now from Charlie Fatoai. Try. And the try.